I said, it wasn't no we put me in the penitentiary and run me all around the world. It was you. What are you talking about? We. Now we Americans, you know, and work with us because we're all Americans and it's them. I said, oh no, boy. Ain't no we. What you talking about we?
What do you mean we right there?
Yeah, we. That's what Tono had enough to say. Well, Chemo Savage looked like we surrounded. So what you mean, we? Anyway.
Look, Imam by America, he stayed in the black community.
Sure.
And then you can't find him.
See, Mark America, I'm the one who broke him when that happened. Do you count? See, he thought, anyway, he just rubbed you on your back. And I'm trying to tell him, in the life I come from, if you do that, I don't trust you, I don't care what, and the way you're talking, and the way all the brothers moved from D.C. out to Gaithersburg and all out in the woods. And I'm trying to get them to come back into D.C., the Southeast. And the Negro is clear. What the calling Yvonne in the Southeast had to do with me. I said, well, guess I was mistaken now.
Tell me what you said, what you asked the Negroes before when you came to D.C. about putting the Masjid, where they wouldn't go, what the Negroes told you.
No, I just asked, hey, what part of D.C. is it that don't nobody want to go? It says Southeast. I said, well, and then I looked on the map, it had low density. Northwest was high density, more expensive. Out here was kind of like the country, and you could get a little place, and then you could buy property, you know. And I said, this is where we're going. And it was pure black. I had never lived in a place. This is blacker than Africa was. Because a few Europeans come by, but out here, hey man, remember those days you could go all day, a kid never saw a white person. In the Southeast, 20 years ago, they just didn't, even 15 years, they just didn't see. And even if they stood right there on East Capitol, when they go into work, it was still Negroes. Now, if they was on the other side of town, they could see. But anyway, we'll move forward. Department of Strategic and Islamic Studies. Muslim cultural development replacement and agricultural liberation. We'll deal with those in the future. Mainly what we're saying is we are building the institutions so people can have confidence in themselves. And it's part of our mission to help them feel that way. Because we believe Allah wants us to make a proper contribution in the movements around the world. And people want our participation. They appreciate it. We're not pariahs. We're pariahs amongst them, but we're not pariahs amongst the Muslims. So, the last thing we want to say is that it's possible, and it's possible to plan for things and hope for things without counting on them. What that means is, it's possible to plan for community development, to want the community involved, be involved, but it's not necessary to count on the people. If they don't come through, it's not, I'm not saying it's not a big deal. But we're able to remain visionaries and keep doing the work if the majority of the people fall down on the job. That's not saying they will, but the patterns of history show that they come along very late. When they come, you won't need them. basically, usually. But we do have some secret expectations of the people, ain't no doubt about that. Allies, we were, or we are. See, we're in this together. Now, the thing about our allies, I began to realize some time ago, even if we were overseas with the big shots, I would let them manage, you know, whatever. Just like we did with Negroes. It ain't nothing, no inferiority complex with Negroes. I say, hey, y'all, go ahead. We don't want to be, we didn't want anybody to think. One example is, not us, but say, if you're visiting people over there, and some friends of ours had visited one of the ex-presidents, not ex-presidents, they're part of Expediency Council. They have a staff, they still have a ministry, a staff of their own, each ex-president, and they on the road. So one of our friends went to see a guy he liked. He talked to him, he said, you remember? Yeah, what you talking about? They had a good time. Then before they left, the president asked the guy, okay, now what can we do for you? Because people usually go for, you know. And our homeboy said, no, I just came to visit, you know. And that was shocking, but it was to let, so my friend was telling, this was to let people know, no, we home folks. You know, whatever we're going through, yeah, we definitely need stuff right now, but we came to see you because we're on the same team. You know, those statements are very important, and it gets around because the translator is there, and the translators are tattletales. That's why anytime I go in the field, I'm not taking those translators with me. The Negroes, I mean the people, no siree. So allies, we looked at it that we were on the same team. We're together on this. You know, street prayer type people. But they didn't look at us like we was on the same team. They looked at us as though, if you can help put over our platform, and I mean, this is in big, semi-private meetings with people who, you know, they in pocket. And they might be saying, we have to move from, they might be telling the writers and stuff, we have to move from this state, da, da, da. And then you might have to stand up on your own and say, hey man, we already doing that, and then look around like, hey, you know, tell the people we already do that. Y'all may not be doing it, but we already, and it's unbelievable. They would be like the people trying there to divert things away from, divert resources, divert attention. And there's little hints of racism and jealousy. It's because if you didn't spend all your time studying, this is something we have with some not, but some type. They didn't spend maybe 20 years studying a subject, right? And they give a long talk, and you come in, give it a short 20-minute talk, and everybody jumping up and down and turning flips. They might not like that. It's called hasad. Hasad is jealousy. This does exist. Just cause it don't exist in you, because we're on the same team, we don't care who get across the line, we're on the team. If you get across, we win. If I get across, we win. They don't look at it like that. Yes.
Yeah, remember like in sports, on every team is a superstar. And most people want to be the superstar, you know?
That is a tragedy. It's okay for uneducated kids playing sports, but in the great political arena, when it could be hundreds, thousands, in some cases it's millions of lives in the balance. When you're up in a ministerial level, your conclusion of treaties and da-da-da-da-da, or you presidential type people, what you do with the economy, what you do with peace, what you do with all that affects thousands and millions of people. So we always look at our victory as your victory. This was not our allies here. We covered our brothers back because that was our job. They in our arena. They are immigrants. We from here. We know what they go up against. They don't. They have some little idea, but they don't know the details of this Euro. Okay. The last thing. Y'all remember that movie on the waterfront with Marlon Brando? His favorite line was, "I could have been a contender." Yeah, I imagine, I don't remember the whole movie, but I remember he must have thrown a fight or something. Something like that, right?
I think so. I think
Right.
that's what it was.
Something like that. But he was of no more use. And he could say, "I could have been a contender." That's what I said to the Negroes. Y'all could have been contenders, man. You threw the fight. We ain't throwing no fight. We are contenders. We contended with Gorilla Joe. Yes. And old Sam, we give another on whooping old Sam. We whoops him. Right tonight we whooping him. Attitude, maturity, heart expansion. All that runs that, because what happens, you know, they done told my kids that, well, if you was all that, they would kill you. I said, if Moses was all that, they'd kill him. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they could kill anybody. They killed Imam Khomeini. Why they didn't do it?
But they couldn't.
Because it wasn't this time to go. And that's the way it is with us. And you have to get used to what we're doing. And you can't listen to them dumb people that went to school. That's all they did. They went to school. And then they got a job. And anytime 900 people that went to school work against one Negro with all the backing of the whole and can't do nothing, that's pitiful. I wouldn't be on that team. Tell the truth, a team, 10 guys gonna beat up one person. Right? There's no humanity or manhood, and especially, now look at it like this. What kind of human being would that be? The 10 people jump on one person. Now suppose 200 or 300 of them jump on them with all backing, no holds barred, they use brass knuckles, everything. And they don't do nothing. That means they pitiful. These people could have been contenders, but they're not. They sit down with their eyes all puffed up, and they are no more use. Because we done slid right on past them. We're out of their orbit. That's all. We done just revolve up, over, and away from. We done Star Trek. Yeah, we done Star Trek. We've gone beyond their ability to comprehend.
Boldly.
Boldly gone. Yeah, and that's what's good about this. See, they want you to think people, yeah, we can do it. We can do it. No, that ain't no, we can do it. No, we got this covered. It ain't no problem. Right? They could have been contenders, and they have to spend the last few years of their miserable lives thinking we could have been something. We wound up flunkies for flunkies. The immigrant community is flunkies for the Euro, and they flunkies for the immigrant community. That's pitiful. O Allah, we seek thy refuge from anxiety, grief, we seek thy refuge from lack of strength and laziness. Seek thy refuge from cowardice and ignorance. Seek thy refuge from being overpowered by debt and the oppression of men. Are there any questions or comments before we, okay. Ameen. Assalamu alaikum.